Siobhan Fitzgerald with a speech entitled Three Generations Walking Tall. Siobhan Fitzgerald. Best of luck.
Walk tall, walk straight, and look the world right in the eye. That's what my mama told me when I was about knee high. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Good evening. Yes, that was what my mother told me and told all of my family, or sang to us when we were children. Having had to leave school herself at age 14, she continued to educate herself at home while raising 7 children. Bear in mind, this was at a time before the internet and online courses. My mother constantly encouraged us, inspiring and leading by example, especially when she managed finally to begin her first full-time job, a job she had always wanted, a job she worked really hard to prepare herself for as a university lecturer, which she took up on October 14th, 1987. 1 week later, 1 week after fulfilling her dream, 1 week after beginning that job, she was dead. I was 16 years old. Fast forward 32 years, and I was turning 48, the age at which my mother died. Serendipitously, somewhat, my only daughter was 16 years old at that time and dealing with some teenage female struggles of her own. This was the motivation and the inspiration for a poem I wrote for her, but with my mother very much in mind, and how her influence has stretched across the generations thread. The title of the poem is For Our Girls. The warmth and wonder of a woman held you at your birth. She knew your worth. Cradling a precious baby, she saw in you a lady. Her smile reflected on your face, her promise shown in your grace. Let her hope be you. With love and thanks, she held your hand, then gave it away so you could go explore and play and see the world afresh and new. Figure out what you should do to be a girl in this modern age where restless winds of change they rage. Let possibility be you. Still beautiful, but you can't see it. Teenager teenaging, inside your hormones raging, playing down while acting up, experimenting, exploring, makeup, cover up your spots and feelings, dress more or less revealing. Let self-discovery be you. What if we are the role models our daughters search for? Though they don't know it and we don't show it, right now your friends are everything. Acceptance key, you must fit in. With feelings deep and love so fierce, unraveling world you probe and pierce, let life's new light be you. Striving always for perfection when it doesn't exist, and put-downs persist from other girls who knock to rise. It's hardly then a surprise that we do not realize the potential in our girls to powerfully impact their worlds. But let the change be you. When the restless winds of change they rage, know inside there is an inner sage. For how can you look so good but feel so bad? Smile so bright, heart so sad. Keep your power like nature's flower and let her bloom be you. Be the hero that you seek. When life's much, retreat and rest. Know that you have done your best. Say nice things to yourself. Don't wait for someone else. They don't know you as you do. What they say reflects them, not you. Let positivity be you. You're vivacious, curvaceous, a strong, smart mind, so beautiful and real. Why not say what you feel? The world needs life makers, life shapers, not takers. From a baby to a lady. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. Let life's new light be you. The warmth and wonder of a woman held you at your birth. She knew your worth. Cradling a precious baby, she saw in you a lady. Her smile reflected on your face, her promise shone in your grace. Let her hope be you. Let life's new light be you. My mother deeply, deeply inspired me, and I've constantly felt her presence across the years, in spite of her physical absence. We have no idea what our legacy will be. Every word, every action, every affirmation of our girls, our boys, our young people really does matter. So now when Katie, my daughter, is struggling, I remember the words Joan, my mother, used to say to me as I tell her, walk tall, walk straight, and look the world right in the eye. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Siobhan, this was an absolutely fantastic speech. It was just pure passion. You could feel it, you could taste it, you could touch it. It just came through the screen. It was such a professional speech. And I know passion was the one thing, and connection. And everybody that was on the Zoom call tonight will really have got that connection. They will have gotten how important your mother was, how important she laid the foundations for you. And you are now carrying that first generation information to yourself and passing that now on to your daughter. And it links up with the 3 generations of Walking Tall and with the 3 words of advice that she gave to you, that it's leading you on. And also that she cradled you from a baby and brought you into a lady. And now the parallel that you're doing that with your daughter, and there's many parallels with the ages and the periods of time. The one thing that struck me, I suppose, was it's the life in our years and not the years in our life. And I think what a celebration of your mother's life that you were able to show how important that was, and that she fulfilled her dream. And I think that's an inspiration to you and your daughter to do that. And I think that's so powerful here. I think the advice that you've given to your daughter, she has to battle against all these challenges that are available out in the world. And you've been able to help her and guide her through that process, while all these transient things that are coming through, basically to try and help her bloom and find herself and be herself despite all the challenges of the world. There was beautiful imagery in it. The poetry was fantastic. It added so much to it. It was so personal. It really brought us on a lovely journey. There was a lovely journey from start to finish, as in where your mother started and how you've passed it on to your daughter and the advice you've passed on. There were so many layers to this. It was just of such high quality. I could go on for 4 or 5 minutes. I just want to try and give you some feedback as in how can you improve, you know, for me, which is a really high quality speech that's going to be at district level, going to be presented. Maybe it could be your speech for district level, but I think if you are going on another level and you're going to use this to the next level, I think it's standing would be really powerful, because it's such a powerful message and it's coming from your heart. So I think that would really bring it along. I think I'd use some signposts on the journey, just as in the first part of my journey was my mother's piece, or the second part is I want to talk to you about this, and the third part, there was just such good quality content. It would just give us a little high and a low just to embrace all your journey. But it was absolutely fantastic from start to finish. All your objectives were fantastic. Poetry, passion, and the other thing was your actual movements as well were fantastic with regards to your hand movements, your gestures. And as I said, if you were standing, I think that would have just given a little bit more. And we could feel the passion so much and we were connected with it. And if you were standing, I think we would have even got a lot more. But brilliant speech. Excellent and well done and congratulations.